Hey, welcome to the Business Beauty Network podcast where business meets beauty. I'm your host, Brandi Taylor. Welcome. I'm super excited to have you here. We have an awesome episode in store for you. I've been in this industry for over 16 years, and it is my goal to bring thought provoking conversations from business and beauty professionals to help us grow our business and expand our minds. And as I would say, it's not just lipstick, it's business. So we mixed in a little fun and we drop episodes on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You can also subscribe to the podcast on Apple, Google, Spotify, anywhere that you listen to your podcast as well. So make sure you check us out there and listen to it and subscribe there. Also, click the bell in YouTube so that you don't miss an upload. You also want to make sure that you check out our podcast on our website at businessbeautynetwork.com. You can email us at hello@businessbeautynetwork.com. We are super excited to have you a part of this community. And here is today's episode. Hey, welcome to the podcast. It's your host, Brandi Taylor. We have an awesome guest today, Jody Sterling. Welcome, Jody.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Hello, everybody. Hi, Brandi.
Hey, Jody, I'm super excited to have you on the podcast today. Before we learn about your awesome products and all the things you're doing, tell us something about yourself that most people would not know.
That I am a vegetarian of 6 years.
Really?
Yes.
What made you decide to go vegetarian?
It was not by choice because I used to eat bacon every day. But I started having stomach problems. And I got really sick one day and I was like, okay, let me stop eating meat. And I never ate meat again. So I've been a vegetarian for 6 years. A lot of people don't know that, but yes.
Thanks for sharing that. Awesome. So Jody, tell us your beauty story. How did you get into this industry?
Oh my God. My mother used to be a seamstress. So I was always, watching her and watch her dress people and all that. And the before and after was always fascinating to me. So I just always loved hair. So when I was in high school, when I would get out of school at 3:25, I would go over to the beauty college and get hours. And basically, I just always knew I would be a hairstylist and a fashion stylist. Yeah. So 33 years as a cosmetologist.
What do you think attracted you to doing hair? What was it about hair that you were intrigued by?
Just a transformation of people, just with my mother being a seamstress and having these amazing fashion magazines, and to see, how the photographers would, transform people. I just always been fascinated with the hair and with the makeup and all that and everything. But for some reason, I just connected better with hair. So yeah. And that was at a very, very early age, like 7 years old. I can't braid, but I was always, let me do your hair. Let me put your hair in a ponytail. So I always knew that this would be my industry.
Awesome. So share a little bit of your journey. Like, you've been in this industry for over 30 years. Like, have you had any shifts in the industry? Like, share a little bit of your journey a little bit.
Well, I have always been one of those type of people who is all about the foundation and learning. So I worked under two amazing mentors, the Faye Davenport from Simply Raw here in Los Angeles, and Andre Edwards as well. And I received so much training. So, and not just with doing hair, but just with business, period, how to connect with the client, how to give the client that full experience, not just getting their hair done. So just from the beginning, just having that foundation was very important to me. And 16 years ago, I decided that I would open up my own salon, because the best way is to have your own, to me, especially after being in the industry for so long. So I said, something, I'm tired of being at other people's places, and maybe they're not running it exactly how I was trained, and that might have worked for them, but I wanted to do something different. So I opened up my salon in Long Beach, and it's been amazing. It's been amazing. 16 years now.
What would you say has contributed to your longevity in this industry?
Loyalty, professionalism from myself, from my staff, from my clients, the respect between the client and the stylist. That to me is the longevity. You know, if you basically lay down the rules for your staff, lay down the rules for yourself, lay down the rules for your clients, there's no wondering like, how is this working or why isn't it working? If someone is off base, then, you know, you have to change it or adapt to it, or, you know, but yeah, that's the longevity for me, is the foundation of the beauty industry.
Now tell us about your salon. Is it like a full service salon? What services do you offer? Do you have a full staff there? Can you share that with us?
I have a 4-booth salon where my staff is independent contractors. And at this moment, I have 3 stylists. And we only do hair, no nails, no facials, anything like that. And we basically specialize in, I have one girl who's a colorist, and that's all she does is color. She's amazing. And then myself and a gentleman named Terrell, we specialize in thermotexturizing, which the old school name for that is press and curls. We do not do a lot of relaxers and chemicals. We're known for thermotexturizing and cutting.
And what was the name of your salon again, Jody?
Salon 36 in Bixby Knolls in Long Beach.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel about continuing education? Over the last 30 years, have you continued your education in the industry?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I've been to probably every hair show other than out of the country. I also teach hair cutting. My mentor is a master hair cutter, and I trained under him. So before COVID, we would go to salons and teach hair cutting. I am one of those type of stylists that, or cosmetologists, I like to say, that everybody can always learn something, you know, always learn something. So I have some youngsters out there, they don't work for me, but with me being in the industry so long, they look up to me. Basically, I'm like a mentor to them. And I mean, some of them are, man, there's one girl, her name is K Dash. She is amazing. And, you know, we talk here and there or whatever, and I just follow her and, you know, the things that she's doing, some of the things that she's doing, I don't know. You know, I talked to her just recently, and I was like, I'm going to come up there to your salon and learn something, you know, and she's like, oh, Miss Jody. And I'm like, there's always something to learn, always, even for the vets. I know people who have been doing hair longer than I have, you know, and once you become stagnated, that's what happens to your clientele.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta stay on the move, or things are going to start to decline, basically.
Yes, I would agree. And I think, you know, we're made to grow. So we should continuously learn and grow, and always, you know, because if you don't grow, then you die. Like, you just kind of stay stuck and like you said, stagnant, right? Your clientele will be stagnant, and you will become stagnant if you don't continue to grow.
Right. Yes. Yes.
Yes. So tell us, like, how did you come up with your Sterling Hair Solutions? What need did you want to fulfill when you came up with this product launch and idea?
Well, time is money. Time is money. So everybody that's listening to this, time is money. I have always been one of those stylists that your appointment is at 9, you're out at 10, 9 o'clock, maybe 9:10, you can be late. So time is money. So Sterling Hair Solution came about because there was a day that I was drawing some hair extensions. And there was a lot of hair extensions. Actually, it was for a wedding party. And at this present time, we only have a couple of ways to dry the hair extensions, okay? And one of the ways is we take the hair and we lay it into the hooded dryer. So the hooded dryer is standing up, and we take the hair and we set it in there and we lean it back as far as we can, and we put a towel over it, and then we pray that the hair does not slip out. And then we have to actually blow dry. And we know that people are wearing, oh my God, you got girls that's wearing like 40 inches now down to their ankles. Yeah. So can you imagine shampooing? And then if it's great quality hair, I mean, like some, not processed hair, they've spent like $3,000, $4,000 for this hair. So you're standing and you're blow drying all this hair. So this particular day, again, I had a wedding party, had to dry hair extensions. The bride wanted everybody to look the same. And I went to get the hair out of one of the dryers, and it was on the floor. And I was like, it has to be a better way. It has to be a better way. So when I got home, I got a little piece of paper, sketched out, an idea that I came up with, and voila, Sterling Dryer was created.
Awesome. So are you an artist? Like, I wouldn't know how to draw like a dryer or anything.
No, by no means. I mean, it's a box. So I drew a little box and I put some racks in there, and I could barely draw a happy face. But then you have companies like Fiverr and Upworks, and the community. There's so many talented young people here in the community. So, somebody can make some money, and, so I had a student here to draw some things out for me. And then I took that and sent it over to, I believe it was Fiverr at the time, and had a 3D image made of it. And went through with the patent process, contacted a patent attorney, and received a patent on that particular product in 2017.
Now describe to us, how does it work? So you said, how does this product work exactly? I know you had a concept, an idea, and you had a 3D image made, but tell us exactly, like, how does it work and how would you, use the product?
So basically it's about the size of, let's just say a mini refrigerator. Say you have a little mini refrigerator. My actual design is, it holds up to, is 26 inches in height. So you basically open up the door, and it has multiple racks on the inside, and you basically hang the hair from the racks. And it also has a retractable tray, because we sometimes have to color hair extensions. And one of the old school ways, we put it in a microwave to process it, to speed up the time. So there's retractable trays in the Sterling Dryer, and basically you put the hair in and close the door. There is a viewing window, so you can look in to see how your extensions are drying, and it has UV lights to kill bacteria. Sometimes coming from other countries, you have bacteria. There's ion buttons to soften the hair. Sometimes hair can get a little on the rough side, so those ion buttons are amazing. And let's just say now it takes us by hand, and that doesn't even include the weft, 45 minutes or more to dry hair extensions, especially depending on how long and how many ounces of hair that you have. So with this unit, you basically are going to pop the hair in there in the unit, close the door, 15, 20 minutes, the hair is completely dry, it's soft, and you can install it back on your client. So a lot of people are reusing their hair extensions because they pay so much for them.
Of course, yes.
Yes.
Did you want to show us an illustration of the hair?
Oh, sure. I'll show you guys a photo
of the device.
So that is Sterling dryer. So you have a little picture of the lady who is hand blow drying hair extensions, and it says, why do this when you can do this? And in your upper left-hand corner, that is Sterling dryer. It is a patented product, and basically it cuts drying time down by half of the time, or more than half, depending on, again, how much the weight is on the extensions and how long the extensions are, and all that.
And I was going to ask you, how much hair can you fit in there? Do you know, like, is there a certain amount?
Yeah, I actually had a prototype done, and you can put a lot in. Like, for example, I have a 4-booth salon. So if we all, let's just say we're doing hair extensions at the same time, there's 4 walls. So each stylist would have their own wall inside the unit, and then there's also racks on the door as well. So yeah, it can hold a lot of hair. Multiple stylists could use the same unit at the same time if they needed to.
Awesome. I definitely can see how it can save time and make the process easier, right?
Yes, definitely easier. That's, again, as I said before, time is money, and there are a lot of stylists out there that's all they do is hair extensions, so this would be amazing for those hair extension specialists, to maybe, even if there's a salon that's all you did was hair extensions, and because of the size and because it's portable, it doesn't have to be on the floor. It's also a unit that can be pushed in a back room. Clients don't have to see it. It could be in a color room, color lab, wherever. It is portable. I actually have a stylist that braids for me, and she works at Disney. She does hair and makeup for Disney. And she had mentioned how it would be a great lifesaver for them at Disney.
Yes, I could see it being a lifesaver at any salon, especially if you specialize in extensions and things of that nature. Just anything to make the process faster and more convenient, rather than you having to sit there and do that. Your hands can be free. You can have some, do something else while you're waiting for the hair to dry. So I think that is awesome.
Right. We even have where clients, to cut this down for the client, a 2-day travel, where clients come in and bring their hair extensions. Maybe they've taken their hair extensions off themselves or had someone to take them off, and then they bring it in just to buy time, so we can shampoo it and have it prepared. Or I always shampoo my clients' new extensions before I install them. So it really cuts down traveling time for the stylist, for the consumer, 2-day process. Yeah. And then if a client comes in and they want their hair extensions colored, they might say, okay, well, can I get some blonde highlights or something? They would have to bring them in ahead of time, or you're going to be in the salon longer.
Awesome. Now, was this whole process of getting everything patented and everything hard for you?
No, this was not hard for me. My son, who is now 30, one day said to me, "Mom, are you going to do that hair extension dryer? I think your industry needs it." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So found a reputable attorney, and went and saw this attorney, and I wanted my son to be a part of that process, and basically just a couple of steps. Spoke to the attorney, showed him what I had, and the attorney advised me to do a professional search. So they have professional search companies out there, other than you just doing maybe a Google search yourself. And so I paid the fees to have the search done. And 2 weeks later, the attorney called me, and he barely even said hello. He just said, "I'm gonna be honest with you. When you came to my office, I couldn't believe that nothing like this exists. And would you like to go forward with the process?" So he explained to me that there could be some office actions, which means some changes or some rejections or, just completely rejected, but don't be aware that they would do everything they could to get it to go through. And there were no office actions. It went straight through. I received the patent less than a year. Usually it takes a couple of years to get the patent. So I'm very, very grateful. And I'm happy to say I'm one of the first to receive a patent on the hair extension dryer in the United States.
Congratulations, Jody. I think this is phenomenal that you have, created something that I feel that once you're able to get it on the market, it's just going to soar, because this is something that I know that, this industry could use, and I can see it's, speeding up the process. And I know we spend so much time with our hair. We spend so much time at the salon and stuff. So anything that can help us cut down that time and just make the process easier, I think is phenomenal. Now, how soon are you expecting to get this product on the market? Like, how could people go about purchasing the product?
Well, right now I am in the pre-seed raising funds. I just opened that about a week ago, and it's just a matter of raising funds at this time. So if there's any serious investors out there, I am looking for serious investors. I was issued a utility patent, so it's not a provisional patent, it is an actual issued patent. And I also opened up my waiting list for stylists to get on the waiting list. So as soon as the production starts, I can keep them informed of what's going on. They can be a part of the process, as well as receive promo codes and everything. So whoever signs up for the waiting list, get on the waiting list, will not pay the regular price. So basically it's like, thank you for trusting. And so that's where I am right now. So basically I'm raising money, looking for investors. I bootstrapped this for as long as I could. So to go into manufacturing, that's a whole different ball game.
Well, yeah, give us the information how they can sign up for this waiting list or find out any information about your products.
Oh, sure. So you can go to www.sterling, STERLING, Hair Solutions. I'll put it up on the screen, and .com, and you can actually see the products. There's also another product called Dry Assist, and with Dry Assist, that is a dryer when your hair extensions are attached to your head, and clients are sitting under the dryer for an hour and a half, drying the foundation of their hair. And this cuts the drying time down by half as well. And that product was patented on, I'm going to put up there. So that's the name of the company, sterlinghairsolutions.com. Mm-hmm. And once you go online, you can, the pop-up will come up and you just put your email address in. And as soon as we have up-to-date information, you'll always get an alert of this is what's happening and this is where we are right now.
Yes. And I'll make sure all of that information is in the show notes, and I'll add it on the screen as well. So it'll be on the screen for YouTube. Yeah, okay. So I'll make sure the website is there and all of the links are in the show notes and in the description on YouTube for sure. But
I meant to say, Brandi, I love your ponytail. It's so pretty.
Thank you, Jody. You're welcome. So Jody, before we just kind of ball over the Dry Assist, this thing is really cool because I like that you could actually dry the extensions while they're in, right? So kind of like, go over that really briefly, like how you can utilize this Dry Assist product.
Well, okay, I will explain it to you. So when a client comes in, which but when a client comes in to actually be serviced, so they've already had their installed maybe 2 weeks prior or 3 weeks prior, and then they come in to get shampoo, basically their extensions cleansed. We blow dry the ends of the hair, the actual extension hair. But if the foundation is braided, which is called a braided foundation, or braid down, some people call it, and then the hair is sewn on, that client has to sit under the dryer, a hooded dryer, for like an hour and a half to dry those braids. And if those braids are not dry, you're going to get mildew, mold and mildew. I'm going to see if I can put a picture up on the screen for you guys to see here. And you definitely don't want to have any mildew hair, because that can cause hair loss and also damage to the scalp. So this is a client that wore her hair extensions, and not my client.
Wow.
That's not anyone from my salon. This is actually an old image that was pulled off of social media, off of the internet. And this person or the stylist didn't dry the foundation of her hair. So she basically lost all her hair.
Wow.
The picture in the lower left-hand corner, you can still see the braids attached, you know?
Wow.
So we don't want that. And also, as I said before, time is money. So we want to get the customer in and out so they can enjoy their day and go out and show their hair, not be in the salons for 6 to 7 hours at a time. You know, that those days are over. So here is a picture of dry assist. So the individual hoses basically go in between each track when the hair is attached. So the stylist will lift the hair up, put a hose, lift another section up, put a hose. And the hose have little holes in it, which the air blows down into the foundation and dries the foundation of the hair extensions. And this unit can be used for micro links, you name it. You know, I'm looking to do a professional version of that unit and also a do-it-yourself or a consumer unit, because you do have people who, you know, maintain their hair at home after they get their installs. Mm-hmm. So they can, you know, put the hoses in between there and read a book, do your homework. You got women, young ladies that's away in college that don't come home often. You might go on vacation and you go swimming. The unit will be small enough to, you know, you can go back to your hotel room and, you know, relax and dry your hair extensions. You never, ever want to sleep on wet hair extensions. So that patent was issued this year in February. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Jody, you are definitely an inventor, an awesome creator. And I'm looking for, I know this is only the beginning of the amazing products that you're going to put on the market. And I know it's going to, you know, do phenomenal. And so, yeah, do you have any plans for anything else? Or you just really try to get these 2 products on the market right now?
Well, for the hair industry, yes, I am designing another product. Right now is to help hairstylists to color their hair extensions. Right now, we have some difficulties with coloring hair extensions, so I'm working on that actual product right now. I also have a product called Pretty Nail Tool, which you see I have very long nails. I've always worn long nails. And actually, the Pretty Nail Tool, I created maybe about 10 years ago. And when you're bootstrapping, I mean, you know, it's like you got to pay your mortgage, you know, you're trying to keep things afloat. So you got to come up with different ways to bootstrap, basically. So I created this product, and I'll show you one. I have one here, and it's called Pretty Nail Tool. And Pretty Nail Tool, my son says, announce the tool. And that's it right there. So basically, it's a little device that I had manufactured, and you can retract your credit card. Some women, when we go to the gas station or ATM, we can't retract the credit card because of our nails. And every gas station or ATM doesn't have the tap yet. Mm-hmm. So this little tool here, you can grip your credit card in and out very easily. It's a bottle opener, can opener. You know, people are spending, which I had no idea. I've been wearing nails since junior high school. But these women and men are spending $300, $400 a pop with all the jewels and all that stuff getting their nails done. So I know that they don't want to chip off a crystal or, or anything like that, trying to open up a can. So Pretty Nail Tool was manufactured almost 2 years ago. And my site for that is www.prettynailtool. And it's a cool little device. And it's kind of helped me along to get to the other side with Sterling Hair Solutions. So yeah.
Awesome. You're definitely entrepreneurial. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket. I love that, have multiple streams. I'll make sure I definitely leave the all the links for your products in the show notes for sure. And I'll add the Pretty Nail Tool website on the screen as well. But Jody, it's been phenomenal having you. Can you tell us what is the biggest lesson that you've learned on your entrepreneurial journey thus far?
You have to believe in yourself. You have to be your biggest cheerleader. But you also need a team that is just as excited as you are. You need to always be around like-minded people. That's with any industry. So that's what keeps me going is, I do have some amazing clients that I've been doing for over 30 years. They are just phenomenal. They always want to know what's going on. And believe me, you have your down days. And when you have those cheerleaders and people who believe in you, who say, you can do it, keep going, it means a lot. So I say the team is it plays a really big part, but definitely if it's in you and it's something that you believe in, and what really keeps me going for Sterling Dryer and Dry Assist is this is going to be a major game changer for my industry. Stylists will be able to, if you have a stylist that they specialize in just doing hair extensions. Well, now too, because you're not blow drying hair all day, or your assistant is not blow drying hair extensions all day. So that is revenues, increasing revenues. So I actually closed my book 3 years ago as a hairstylist. So I no longer take clients to focus on Sterling Dryer and Dry Assist. And it means a lot to me to get this product. I don't want to get emotional on you, but to get this product to market for my industry. I know a lot of stylists after 33 years that have said, oh my God, Jody, when is it coming out? When is it coming out? It would make such a big difference. So that means a lot to me to contribute that to my industry. Definitely.
Well, Jody, I think that's very inspirational, and kudos to you for creating something that I know is going to make a difference in the industry, and just stepping outside of the norm and doing something that hadn't been done yet, and taking the time to invent a product that's really going to shift and change, not just for your salon, but for salons all over the country. I could definitely see it. So I will definitely make sure that everybody have the information on Sterling Hair Solutions and how to connect with you and support this product. I hope, let me know any way that I can support, and I will definitely continue to share your information. I thank you so much for being on the podcast today. Do you have anything else that you would like to share with us before we go?
That I can't wait to get into my marketing and all that so I can hire Brandi.
When you heard it here on the podcast, we're going to hold you to that, Jody.
You don't have that much. Yeah, I said it on the podcast, and I want everybody to know how amazing you are, and for you guys to support her. She's doing some phenomenal things. I'm so glad I ran across your page, and congratulations to you as well.
Thank you, Jody.
Thank you for everything that you're doing for us, for the industry, and for yourself and your family.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, as always, stay great. Jody Sterling, everybody. Stay great. And we are out. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Hey, it's a new week, a new day, and a new episode of the Business Beauty Network podcast. Welcome, welcome. I'm super excited to share today's episode with you. But before we get into all of that, make sure that you are subscribed to the Business Beauty Network podcast wherever you're listening. Also, share it as well. Sharing is caring. If you know someone who would benefit from this awesome content, please share the podcast out and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. You can watch this episode on YouTube, and I think it may be a little bit more fun that way because you'll get the chance to see exactly what we're describing in this particular episode. But make sure that you're subscribed wherever you're listening, and don't forget to check out our YouTube channel at Biz Beauty Network. Now that all of that is out of the way, I have a phenomenal show in store for you today. I had a great conversation with Jody Sterling of Sterling Hair Solutions. I am so proud of Jody because she created something that is for the industry that I think is going to be game changing once you guys really find out about this particular product. And I think you're really going to really appreciate all the thought that she put into it and the knowledge that she brings to this industry. Jody has been in this industry for over 33 years, and she has a lot of knowledge about hair and all of those things. And she created something that's for the industry that will help us speed up the process of drying our extensions. So I hope that you'll check all of that out. I'll make sure I have all of the information for Sterling Hair Solutions in the show notes. So make sure you check it out and find out how to get more information about these phenomenal products. Now that all of that is out of the way, I am really, really excited. We're getting warmer now. It's officially spring because before it was winter, spring, and I hate winter, spring, right? So I think we're getting into spring, summer weather. I'm loving that. I'm feeling great about some newness. I have some awesome new things coming up in store for the podcast. We're really trying to just make the podcast more informative for you, more fun, and bring different elements. So I'm super, super excited about a few things that we're working on. Make sure that you are subscribed to the podcast as well so that you can check out our midweek Beauty News with Holly K episodes. So let me know what you're thinking of those. Check those out on Wednesdays. Every other Wednesday, Holly drops an episode, and she talks a little bit more about the fun elements, fashion and beauty and all of those things. So I hope you'll tune in and check that out as well. Also consider donating to the podcast. If you are enjoying this content, go on the Business Beauty Network website and you can donate any amount. And you can also join our podcast community. So if you have any questions about how to join the community, you can email us at hello@businessbeautynetwork.com or just jump on the email list. We will be sending out some information soon. But I can't wait for you to check out all of the great things that Jody has in store with Sterling Hair Solutions and just hear more about how she created this invention. I think you're really going to enjoy this interview, and here it goes.